Presenting Voice Notes from a Person You Hate. Hosted and created by Marshall Johnson. Hey guys, so excited to tell you that my podcast, Voice Notes from a Person You Hate, is now available in video form currently on Spotify and my YouTube channel. We are also working currently to bring you guys with top-notch episodes by presenting new sections on the podcast, like the section where you can send me a message on both my Instagrams. It's Marshall, spelled ITSSSMARSHALL, or Not It's Marshall, spelled the same way with not in front of it. Or even comment under the podcast and me and a special guest will answer your questions, or if you want advice or anything on the podcast. Thank you for listening, and stream Voice Notes from a Person You Hate every Thursday wherever you listen to your podcasts. Love you guys. Hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast. Okay. Oh my god, wait, I don't want to show too much leg. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares? You can see my luscious, beautiful legs. If you haven't watched the ad already, or listened to it, I don't know when it's gonna play. It's gonna play at some point during the podcast. Oh my god, so many things have changed. First of all, we now have video podcasts. Hey, I'm waving to the people on the video version. It is available on my YouTube channel and Spotify. So that's always so much fun. Oh my god, love that so much. We also have a sponsor. Oh my god, that is like my sponsor. The sponsor is actually my mommy. I was watching this one person that I listen to. I listen to like a lot of different podcasts, and I was listening to this one girl. Her name was Madeline RG, and I was listening to her first podcast episode like ever, and she referred to her mom as her mame. And my friend also does that. One of my senior friends. When I say senior, y'all do know I'm talking about like high school senior, right? You know what? That doesn't freaking matter. Anyway, they refer to their mom as their mame. And I will now be referring to my mom as my mame when I'm not mad at her. So thank you for my mame for sponsoring this episode today. Her ad will come up randomly during the episode, so I don't know. Listen to it, okay? You know, I told her I was going. I'm also eating Cheerios, by the way. I'm eating such a big back thing. I'm eating some. Oh, I can show the people on the video. I'm eating some cinnamon honey nut Cheerios. Look at that. Yeah. They're actually pretty good. You should try them. They're actually really good. I just saw them downstairs and I got them. I needed something to snack on, like if I'm going to be here for longer than expected. Anyway, thank you for my mame, for sponsoring this video. and please watch it. And like I was about to say before I rudely interrupted myself, I was gonna wear her ring, but I literally forgot. I would go up and get it for you guys, but no. I'm sorry, Mom. Maybe next time. Okay, I love you. I love you though. She sells some really good rings though. Like, I love them. Okay, I love, like, not even just rings, like a bunch of costume jewelry. It's amazing. Anyway, I'll discuss that whenever the ad comes up. Anyway, how are you guys? Okay, the whole day today, I've been literally preparing for today. I've been preparing to, what is it? I've been preparing for this episode. I even wrote down some notes. I'm really excited to, like, get into today, and all of the feedback, all of the, I don't even know what to say anymore because I keep saying it, like, all the support. It's so overwhelming. I don't even think y'all know how much I love you guys. I was literally crying because of yesterday, because of all of the overwhelming comments and all the likes and all the, it was a lot, and I love you guys so much. Okay, anyway, today we are going to be talking about divine consciousness. Okay, now, I got this term, I have never heard this term in my life until I watched Manifest. In fact, that's what I was doing before I came on here. It is currently, 4:05 p.m. I have to release this podcast. It's 4:05. It's 4:06 on Wednesday, the day before this podcast is supposed to be released. I was procrastinating because I wanted the episode to be perfect in a way. Like, I wanted it to be so perfect for you guys. I wanted to go above and beyond, and because the support is wild. Like, I don't know how to explain that. It's overwhelming how many of y'all are just supporting me. I would have never expected it. And it's just like, I want the podcast to be amazing for you guys. So I wanted to be in the right headspace before I started recording. So here we are now. I feel like I'm in the right headspace. I feel like I'm calm. I feel like I'm good. I've been literally just singing Beyonce, specifically her song American Requiem. I love that fucking song. I love it so much. American Requiem. That's been giving me some confidence. I am so hot right now. I mean, yeah, I'm hot, but, like, I'm joking. Ew, I don't want to be like one of those douchey dudes. This is totally off topic. I had a crush on this one person. And they would literally refer to themselves as hot all the time. And now looking back, that was like, if you did that to me now, if you were like, yeah, because I'm so hot, like, you can do it once or twice, but, like, if you keep doing it, like, yes, be confident in yourself, okay? But if you're constantly bragging me like, yeah, because I'm so hot, like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. I mean, I cared back then, but now it's like, I'm looking back, I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Anyway, what was I talking about? I forgot. Anyway, let's start the episode. Divine consciousness. Like I said, I got this term from a show. Wait, did I say that? I don't remember. I was literally just watching the show as I was procrastinating. Oh, that's what made me go on that whole ramble, or yap session. I was watching Manifest, right? And as one does, I love Manifest. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep pausing before I get to the topic. Don't worry. It's all worth it. Okay, just bear with me. First of all, I have two show recommendations and one movie recommendation for you. Okay, write this down. Okay, if you care. And all of them are about life. One is more comedic, one is more like mystery, and then the other is more, honestly, I don't even know, sci-fi maybe? Yeah. Okay, the mystery one was the one I was just talking about, Manifest. I don't know. Like I'm not going to give a description for you guys. I don't want to spoil it for you because some people think it's good, some people think it's bad. I think it's good. I love the show. I love it so much. There's 4 seasons. Um and actually, I can literally go on a whole yap session about this one show. I can go in a whole yap session about all of these shows. In fact, I could make a whole episode. If you want that, ask. I will do it. But to sum it up, Manifest was actually a show. I can say that. It's a show. If you hear my brother in the background, he plays games for a living. And don't mind him. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's pretty loud and I can hear him. Manifest, it's this kind of, I guess you could call it sci-fi. It's this sci-fi show where these I don't like to call them passengers, where these people, they boarded a plane, right? And then they literally came back and it was like normal for them. I mean, they went through turbulence and whatever, and then they came back, and then it was 5.5 years later. Crazy. First of all, that's crazy by itself. Okay, that is, if y'all have not heard about that show, go watch it. Okay, I almost spoiled a little bit. I was just thinking in my mind what to say, but I'm not going to say that. Such a good show. Okay, that's there's so much more behind it that's just the cream of the crop. Next show, The Good Place. The Good Place is the comedy one. Okay, I don't know how to describe this show, but really, oh my gosh, I'm not going to ruin it for you at all. Oh my god, he needs to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm trying to record a podcast. It's a show about this girl, Eleanor Shellstrop, and she was this is a starter, by the way. This girl, Eleanor Shellstrop, and she found out that like she's not supposed to be there. In The Good Place. Sorry. So technically she died, and she's now in what they call, and this is the afterlife, they call The Good Place. The Good Place, oh my god, I love this show. So I watched all of it. The Good Place, Eleanor Shellstrop, she finds out she's not supposed to be in the good place. Like the second she gets there, she's like, I'm not supposed to fucking be here. So she consults this guy named Chidi for help, and they kind of go on all of these adventures and stuff. And also it introduces this monk called Janyu, and also a kind of a prissy girl named Tahani, but I like to call her Tahini. Yeah, I love that show. It's amazing. You should go watch it. And then the last one, you notice how I haven't even started what we're supposed to be talking about today. The last show is called Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is a movie, and this is kind of the sci-fi. I don't even know how to describe it. Hey, watch it for yourself. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start because like it's not, I don't know what to say for it to be eye-catching, but one of the best, you know what, let me zip my mouth, because me saying anything is already going to ruin your experience, because you're going to go into the movie with the expectation of what I freaking told you. Go into it blind. Okay, don't have any expectations with all of the shows I provided you. Like, if it's bad, don't say it's bad. Okay, we all have our different opinions. Anyway, we need to get into I wrote a full list right here of what I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I'm eating the Cheerios. Okay, the first topic of the day: divine consciousness. All right, that's like my third time saying it. So I got introduced to divine consciousness while I was watching Manifest. And again, I'm not going to spoil anything for you just in case you want to watch it. But if you don't know what divine consciousness is, I did my research for you. I'm going to read it right here. I'm going to read what Google says, what AI says, and then I'm going to say how I kind of define divine consciousness. Okay, it says here the divine consciousness is realized through transcending the lower mind, resting in a psychophysical state where there is no language, no words, no verbal existence. That is, in the pure presence of oneself as such, without any mental projections. I want to focus on that last part, without any mental projections. Get that in your mind, okay? In the pure presence of oneself as such, without any mental projections. Okay, I'm going to talk about that later, so get that in your mind. Okay. We're going to move on to the AI. You know what's funny, because I know some people like don't trust the AI generated one. Like when you search up on Google, it now generates like an AI response. And while I don't trust it all the time, when I searched up divine consciousness, a lot of what it was saying, I totally agree with. This episode of Voice Notes from a Person You Hate is sponsored by Chez Chic Jewels. Chez Chic Jewels is a fashionable and affordable website where you can purchase beautiful, exclusive pieces of jewelry and accessories for only $5. While more exquisite and classy pieces and sets range at $25, Chez Chic Jewels has everything jewelry. They have many variations of necklaces, bracelets, rings, urban jewelry, and even hair accessories. Scared of having an allergic reaction or the jewelry affecting your sensitive skin? All Chez Chic Jewels leather, metal, gem, wooden, and rhinestone pieces are hypoallergenic. Chez Chic Jewels has everything for everyone. Check out ChezChicJewels.com, spelled ChezChicJewels.com to level up your fashion. Thank you to Chez Chic Jewels for sponsoring this episode. It says here on the AI explanation, divine consciousness is a spiritual term that describes a state of consciousness that is beyond normal human consciousness. It can also be referred to as, I don't know how to fucking say that, transcendental consciousness, higher consciousness, or super consciousness. Now, I don't know what all of that other stuff about transcendental consciousness, I don't know what that means, but I do know how I kind of see consciousness and how I see it. Oh my God. Can he shut up? God. Why does everyone want to be so freaking loud? Why does everyone want to call me? Why does everyone... Can I rant for a second? Whenever I'm trying to record a podcast episode, so many things happen around me, and it's so annoying. Okay, I love you guys. Like, I thank you for thinking about me. Like, whenever you call me while I'm trying to film a podcast episode, thank you for thinking about me, but I'm literally busy. Okay? And I answered the phone too. But I love y'all. I love my friends, so that's okay. Anyway, the AI explanation for divine consciousness, a lot of this, oh my God, I just clipped the mic. A lot of this I totally agree with. Also, I'm sorry to eat while talking, but you know, if it bothers you, you can just leave. Oh my God. The AI explanation is divine consciousness is a state of peace, bliss, and divine power. It is a state of transformation that is connected to the realities of life. It is a state of liberation from the limitations of the ego. It is a state of the It is a state of mystical experience that transcends the separation between the self and the world or God. Okay, now I was going to continue, but I just want to say divine consciousness in general is always, people always, at least that's what this what Google says, it's kind of referred to as a religious, like it's more religious than scientific, like it's a more religious definition than scientists, than a scientific one. So I do want to say, like I'm not trying to force like any religion onto anyone. I don't want you to think I am trying to. Like, just know that divine consciousness in general is typically referred to as a religious a religious definition, but I'm not trying to refer to it as a religious definition. I promise, when I say divine consciousness, which I do believe this is something I will say in the future, like I might say the divine, and I hope like you listening to what I'm talking about today, I hope you know what I mean when I say divine, the divine or something. Anyway, the last one says it is a state of increased alertness or awakening to a new perspective. Okay, I was gonna go on with some more research I found, but instead I'm going to kind of give you my definition on it. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to some more things about divine consciousness. Okay, anyway, how do I see divine consciousness? I am very much a visual learner and I prefer visuals, so that's also why I gave you this video version, so you can see me, because sometimes it's hard to listen to audios. Like, I like to see the person talking. No hate to any podcasts that just do audio. Oh my god, I literally just did audio for like the first 2 episodes. So I see divine consciousness as kind of, picture this, I see it as me being in a white void, right? And I am just full of peace. Okay? I am like at literally what the AI generated thing said. The divine consciousness is a state of peace, bliss, and divine power. Now, how I interpret divine power, I interpret that, I hope I can say this right, because I feel like this is definitely something that I can fumble over my words upon. Sorry, it's like really fucking hot. Oh my god. I need a fan. Like I said, I need a fan. Anyway, I interpret divine power with kind of like every experience that you've experienced, every little, like all the negative and positive things in the world, you kind of taking control over all of your experiences and all the negative and all the positive things in the world and seeing them for what they are. Yet you're still connected with yourself. And as this said, where was it? According to Ivan Antic, it says without any mental projections. Also, the divine, I don't know if you could tell when I was talking about it, but the divine consciousness is also referred to kind of like a out of state phase, and like technically you're kind of not, like, in a religious way they say it's kind of like where you're not in your body in a way, but you're like in a state where it's literally, like I said, like a white void, honestly, where you can feel nothing but peace, bliss, and divine power, but you're not really like in your actual body. I know some people don't like talking about like religious things and like all of these theories and stuff. I'm not presenting a theory, guys. I'm just trying to state that like I like to be in the divine consciousness, or like I don't know how to describe it otherwise, but being in a place of, like this says, peace, bliss, and divine power, and without any mental projections, and just acceptance with life itself. That God. Just thinking about that, that is so beautiful because you have come to accept kind of everything in the world, everything that has happened. And it's so hard to explain this. Honestly, it's kind of hard to explain this without sounding like a theor- theorist or person. But I just think it's very beautiful that a person can kind of find themselves, what I'm calling the divine. A person can find themselves and learn to kind of accept all of the bad things because we've all been through bad shit, no matter who you are. Like, learn to accept all the bad things, but also all the good things and kind of make it out on the other side as yourself. And that's the reason I kind of mentioned, without spoiling, that one movie and those two shows, because those movies, I'll just say movies, those movies, they helped me kind of open my eyes a little bit. They helped me kind of see the divine, and I know how I'm kind of referring to the divine is different than how other people would. But again, I see the divine as really a place of acceptance for everything and moving on in your life. And another thing that stuck out to me, which I believe was AI generated, was it is a state of increased alertness or awakening to a new perspective. And so I I guess that's what I'm trying to show you guys, because like when I'm not in the state of, I guess, the divine, it's kind of like hurt in a way. But when you're in the divine, it's kind of like a state of peacefulness and you're kind of watching everything happen as it is, and you're okay with it. You've accepted kind of everything. And something about that is so beautiful. Now, to kind of wrap it up, I wrote down in my notes, what the freak did I say? I think I already kind of covered why I want to look forward to divine consciousness, but I also wrote in my notes unrealistic expectations when it comes to being peaceful and in the divine consciousness. I would say the unrealistic expectation, because as I'm describing it to you, and I really hope I make sense, because it kind of doesn't make sense. Like, it makes sense to me and I really hope you can see it, but I feel like it's really, you would have to find that within yourself and you would have to see it for yourself rather than hearing it from another person. But I feel like I'm kind of inching in that direction. Anyway, the unrealistic expectations of being, I guess, at peace and in the divine, as I like to call it, is really, there's a lot of factors that could be affecting how you feel mentally. And even me now, I wouldn't even say I'm at a place where I can be in the divine. I once have, definitely, where I was so peaceful, where everything was just so beautiful to me. The world around me was so beautiful. And honestly, I want to get back to that point. But currently, right now, like, there's just a lot of things that could be hurting a person, that could be mentally challenging for a person. Like, I don't freaking know. I'm not gonna list anything because there's so many things that a person could be going through that could be stopping them from achieving that peace of mind, really, and getting into the divine, really. So I would definitely say, I even wrote here, people may in a way feel confined because it's hard to find peace when there are too many influences blocking, your way into the divine. And I also wrote here, it takes time to find that peace within yourself. And that last line is so beautiful because it does. It really does, especially when maybe you're hurting so much. Maybe you're going through God freaking knows what. It could hurt mentally. And when you're in the divine, I guess, or when I want to stop saying divine because I don't want to be misinterpreted. But when you're in peace, when you have a peace of mind, kind of, it takes a lot to get to that point, especially when there's a lot going on mentally for you. It takes time to build kind of that peace with the world and just to accept and really just acceptance. And so that's why I had to make sure to add that at the end. We're done talking about divine consciousness, okay? Because I think I'm done. I really hoped you enjoyed listening to it, but we're moving on, okay? We're moving on. But yeah, I really just find that peace within yourself, okay? And it builds up over time. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't know. That's basically it for that section. Okay.